Welcome to Global One Media Stocks to Watch. I'm Michelle Martin, helming the special series where we spotlight inclusion within the vital resourcing sector and celebrate outstanding women. Lithium Chile is a mining company focused on the exploration and development of lithium deposits in Chile, a major global hub for lithium production. The company aims to contribute to the growing demand for a key component in the EV and renewable energy storage sectors. The company trades on Canada's TSX Venture Exchange as LITH and in the US over-the-counter as LTMCF. Michelle DeCecco is Vice President and COO at Lithium Chile. She has over 20 years of experience in the public mining sector and is with me to talk about a corporate journey in mining. I'm excited to do this. Welcome, Michelle.
I'm honored. Thank you, Michelle.
As the COO and Vice President of a mineral exploration company in Chile, I hear you take a hands-on approach in the field, Michelle. Tell us how you came to the role.
Well, like you said, I've spent 20 years in the mining industry. Of course, it wasn't lithium; it was oil and gas. And I'm a true Alberta girl. That's really the focus, the main industry in here in Alberta. I've been really lucky throughout my career building strong relationships, and so I was offered this role a couple of years ago, and I was so excited to move into lithium. When you have every country committed to zero emissions, this just really felt like the right direction to go.
Michelle, what were your immediate priorities as a leader at Lithium Chile, and have they evolved?
Well, I think that the immediate priorities, other than operations and whatnot, was because this industry is so predominantly led by males. I knew that my focus right from the start needed to be earning some trust. And, trust is never given. And quite frankly, in this industry, that's even more true. And so building these relationships with not just my colleagues, but stakeholders, shareholders, industry partners, it was my top priority. And realizing that for me to be successful, I was going to have to trust others. I knew right from the start I don't know everything, and the right route would be to utilize these friendships and relationships from the past and ask questions where I needed to.
Would you say that's been important as well, to fearlessly ask questions and not act like you know everything when you are trying to establish trust?
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes for any industry, right? And that goes for male or female. Is I think that, the mistake a lot of people make is walking into the room and thinking that you're the smartest one in there. And we just simply can't be that person. Utilizing the talents of others has really helped me evolve in my career, but also in my friendships, right? Is trusting, picking up the phone and asking someone a question when you don't know. And like I said, really utilizing the talents and expertise of other people in the industry.
What would you say has been really the backbone of the success you found in your current role? We often talk about someone being relationship focused or task focused. I often think it's a mix of both. For you, what would you say takes priority, or would you say it's about a balance as well?
I'd say it's all of the above. I've seen such a change in the industry, not just mining, but I'd say in the world over the last 10, 15 years, excuse me, in that I think before as a female, you really needed to choose. You had to choose whether you were going to be career orientated or whether you were going to focus on your family. And I think the change has come where we're not forced to make that decision anymore. And we can multitask and we can be good at both, at everything. And so whether it's task oriented or friendship, relationship oriented, we can do it all because we've been given the permission really to do so over the last few years.
Your COO and your vice president, having held these positions for some time, do you feel that the roles have changed you, or have you redefined the roles to suit your vision?
That's a good question. I was thinking about this morning, and what I do know is that I've had to grow a tougher skin. I certainly had to grow a tougher skin in this position. And because we're in the public market, there's social media and there's feedback. And I've got people that like to call and email. And what I've had to do is grow a tougher skin and not allow things to affect me as much as they might have when I was in my 20s or 30s, right? We're never perfect. There's always going to be mistakes made, but understanding that I know I'm doing the best that I can. I'm working as hard as I can to build value for our shareholders. And so I have to just stay on path and believe in what I'm doing. And ultimately that shines through.
I was reading a piece of research that said there's only about 18% of executive positions in mining that's held by women. Given the chance, would you choose to pursue an executive position in this industry again?
Absolutely. I love it. It's, they say that, the old saying that if you love what you do, then you're truly never working. I love it. I love the energy. I love working with all these talented people. I think too that in my position, I get to be a mentor to younger females coming in. And that's always such an exciting thing to do. And so I will continue to push myself in leadership roles, whether it's in the mining industry or others, hopefully the mining industry, but absolutely, Michelle.
You mentioned young women. I'd like to pick your brain. What would you say to young women who aim to be perceived as promotable in this industry?
Well, like I said, the lucky thing is that there has been a change. There's been a change where women can do it all. I've always said too, I love working with women because we really do know how to juggle many balls. I think it's just in us that we're great at multitasking. But again, in terms of your question, it goes back to utilizing strengths of other people. And I think that you're more promotable when you're that person that sees that you can bring other relationships into what you're doing and utilize other people. I think that that's just an attractive trait to have, whether it's in business or in life, and it makes you more flexible in terms of your position.
So don't be afraid to use your relational strengths or social capital. Given your experience, Michelle, do mineral exploration companies with diverse management teams and boards achieve better overall performance?
Well, I would like to think so, absolutely. But Michelle, I think that any company that has diversity is going to excel. It all goes back to again the talents of others, right? And it really doesn't matter the gender. But I think that females do bring a really unique perspective to business and a different touch, so to speak. And I think that companies can benefit from using female leadership. And I love to see that is growing, that number is growing over the last few years.
What do you want to say to a young woman looking at mining, wondering whether this is the industry for her?
I always have said, see, believe, and achieve. I think that when you believe in yourself, others will believe in you. And I think this is an incredible industry. Listen, power is essential in life. And so the mining industry itself isn't going anywhere. And we need diversity. We need women. We need this leadership. And so believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and be very careful when moving forward that you do so with integrity, because you only have one name. And I think that when you have integrity and people trust you, you can do whatever you want to.
Wise words. Incredibly fascinating. Thank you for speaking with me today, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Really nice meeting you.
Her responsibilities stretch from developing and executing corporate strategies to maximizing shareholder value. Michelle DeCecco is Vice President and COO of Lithium Chile. I'm Michelle Martin, and I'll see you next time on Stocks to Watch.